Hi, Vesperisms listeners. I wanted to tell you about some exciting goings-on that I want you to be part of. So I'm taking a little bit of time to just make this bonus episode to kind of give you an update of what I've been up to. So first of all, I have a brand new book coming out October 25th. You may have heard me talk about it. It's called Berliners. It's a retelling of the story of Cain and Abel that's set against the building of the Berlin Wall in 1961. 1961 is one of those years where so many different things happened. It's kind of one of those years of like coalescence. So I can't wait for you to pre-order this book and to read it. And I know a lot of you have already pre-ordered it and are really excited about it. Pre-orders mean the world to an author. It's really how the publisher knows that there's interest in the book and there's already been good reviews coming out. And it lets them know that maybe they should print more copies of the book to keep up with the demand. And so if you would go over to your bookstore of choice, I don't care where it is, but I do encourage you to try your independent bookstore first. But wherever you order it from, please pre-order the book before October 25th. It would mean the world to me. And I've got events coming up. If you're in the New York City area, I have my official book launch for Berliners coming up Friday, October 28th at 6 p.m. at Books of Wonder in Chelsea in Manhattan. And then I will also be traveling down the East Coast this fall. So I'm still booking dates for the spring. So if your community would like to have me come and speak, whether that's in a synagogue or a church or another kind of community group, or if you have a book club and you want to do Berliners for your book club and you want to talk about having me come and speak there, if you want me to come to your local bookstore or high school or university, just go to vesperillustration.com and click on contact. Okay, it's that easy. Just go to vesperillustration.com, click on contact, and there you'll see the contact info for my booking agent. So you contact her and we can make that happen. I would love to meet you in person. I love that things are opening back up again and there's opportunities to meet readers face to face and to really get to know you. So please go ahead and go over and do that. A bit of exciting news that I want to share with you. I've been given the opportunity to travel next year with a group of fellow authors to Israel. And it's with the organization called PJ Library. If you're not familiar with PJ Library, they are an amazing organization that seeks to get Jewish-themed books into the hands of kids, and they will literally send you a box of books for free every month. It's for free, and there's no strings attached. They're just an amazing philanthropic organization that just really wants to get Jewish stories into the hands of families. And so they sponsor this trip to Israel, and I was selected in this next cohort to go there. So I'll be going in May. I'm very, very excited. So if you've been to Israel and there's a place that you think I should go, please go over to my Instagram, send me a DM, and let me know where I should visit. Okay. Another exciting piece of information that's a little bit time sensitive is that if you are an illustrator, I am on the jury this year for Illustrators 65. So the Society of Illustrators has a competition every year. This is the 65th one, and I've been invited to be on the jury for the book category. So if you are an illustrator doing literary illustration, work for books, please go over to the Society of Illustrators website and sign up and get into the competition, and maybe I'll come across your work. Good luck. All right. Next, I told you there's a lot going on in my neck of the woods over here. So the Vesperisms book club is starting its next session. So this is something that I started over the summer to take you personally through each of my books. So this July, we went through What the Night Sings, and this fall, we'll be going through Berliners together. So it starts the very next day after Berliners comes out. So if you were part of my last book club, again, we went through my first novel, What the Night Sings. That was the prequel to Berliners. And when you sign up for the book club, you get an incredible amount of value with your registration. You get a signed copy of Berliners, plus a ton of book swag, and then you get 4 weeks of in-depth, behind-the-scenes, into the creation of the huge project that was the creation of this book, Berliners. And then we're going to have a live discussion about the book every week. And that's where you'll get to know other readers and fans, and you can ask all your questions. Plus, you get even more than that. So if you go to vesperillustration.com and click on events, that's how you register for the Vesperisms book club. vesperillustration.com and click on events. And I hope to see you there. All right, now speaking of the book club, my supporters on Patreon and locals.com get a discount on registration. So this right now is a great time to sign up for Patreon or locals.com for the Vesperisms community there. So I have some new things planned for my supporters this fall with the launch of Berliners. So once you go over to either patreon.com or locals.com and sign up for the Vesperisms community, each of those communities are only $5 a month. I don't have all different tiers and all these crazy things. I like to keep things super simple. Like, I don't have a lot of time. You don't have a lot of time. I don't want to complicate things. I just want to keep them simple because I want to meet my readers. I want to meet you guys. I want to dialogue with you. So please go and sign up for either of those. I especially suggest locals.com as it's quite a bit more interactive and full of features. There's live streaming, there's live chat, there's all sorts of things on locals.com that make it just a bit more of a rich experience, like a communal experience than Patreon. So if you go to vesperisms.locals.com, I would really suggest that that's where you put your energy. And I suspect that eventually I'll be consolidating everything onto locals. It's just a better experience. I have these communities. I'm very careful about the use of the word communities, but for the lack of a better word, this is the Vesperisms community. And why do I do it? It's because I'm an extrovert. I'm here in my studio alone most of the time. I'm isolated. I need people. I need people energy. And I love to interact with all of you. I love when we're, having a good dialogue and we're discussing things, and the artists in the community show me their work and we can talk about it. And so now that I'm out of the grind of the heavy work on Berliners and it's like about to be pushed into the world, I'm really looking forward to devoting more of my energy toward those communities. So again, there's good stuff coming. And so once you go over to those and sign up as a supporter. So Vesperisms community on Patreon or locals.com. So as we get used to being together again, things opening up, there's just, I feel a buzz of creativity in the air. I feel a buzz of kind of excitement over artists really using their voice, and we're beginning to be able to say what we really think more and more, and to kind of, in a hopeful and creative way, to be able to really express the way the things that we've been kind of keeping cooped up and bottled up over the last couple of years. I feel like things are starting to emerge and people are starting to talk to each other again and throw ideas around. So I'm happy to be back on Vesperisms after a bit of a hiatus, which I have to tell you, it was 90% because Berliners was such a beast to work on. And so if you want to support what I'm doing, the very, very, very best thing you could possibly do right now is to head on over to any bookseller, online or in person, and pre-order Berliners. It would really mean the world to me, and I would really love to know what you think. I don't, do these things to get on my high horse or anything. I really, I want to know how they affect you and how they draw things out of you that are meaningful to your own life. So thank you so much for your support. I know this is like a lot of news in one fell swoop, but there's been a lot of really exciting stuff going on. So that's all for now. I'll be posting a new episode of Vesperisms very shortly here, and thanks for listening to the update. Ta-ta for now.